I got a great email from somebody. I'm going to call him Thomas. It's not his real name, about how to change his mindset around trading. So, carrying on from yesterday, I want to talk about how you can start to think like a business person. But very, very quickly, tomorrow's a holiday in the US, so there's not going to be an episode. Markets are closed. So, we'll pick it up again Thursday. So, to think about business minded trading, the first thing that you can do to change your mindset in this space is, if you were a boss and you ran a trading desk, would you hire yourself or the person who exhibits your behavior, right? And that could be a bit of a wake up call and kind of help you snap in line a little bit more. Because ultimately, if you're going to get an allocation, you're going to have to show your results. Sometimes they want to see daily vol because of their particular way of managing risk. They want to see how your style of trading is going to behave or work with this stable of traders that they already have in their existing portfolio. And so don't be surprised if that's something that might be shocking to you. Like, they want to actually see the day to day mark to the market volatility on your equity. It used to be, back in the 80s, the vol was very strong because people were trading much larger positions. These days, it's actually smaller, but nonetheless, there's a place in the world for everybody. So when you think about being a business minded, think about yourself as a subsidiary of a bigger company and say, okay, if someone was going to acquire me and put my assets to work, what is it that I actually bring to the table? Right? That's a very interesting question. So if you can start to look at your own behavior from the outside looking in, you might be better able to ascertain what it is that you should be doing, and certainly the things that you shouldn't be doing. Because the allocators don't give you that long of a leash. They only give you, 3, maybe 6 months, depending. So you really have to kind of start making money right away. There's not a long period of time where, you're going to get a big chunk of change and they're going to let you sit on it and not do anything. You're going to have to perform. They're going to want to measure your behavior, right, that you stated that you were going to execute versus what you're actually doing once you get the allocation. And there's not a lot of room for you're starting to waver. So think about this as a business, and that might better help you figure out, like, what is it that you're doing in terms of efficiency. If you're spending lots of time doing research but you can't find your way to pull the trigger, you're probably not ready. If you're looking at outside sources for, trade ideas, risk management, is everybody else doing it? You're looking for social media, you're probably a little bit of a ways away from getting to that, pro level. And pro level just means behavior. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to go out and register. It doesn't mean you have to go out and build a company, get an office, and do all that. But typically, professional traders are the ones who are getting the results, right? So you want to at least exhibit that type of behavior, right? Because it's the behavior that predicts where you end up. So you want to try to find a good role model, who can do that over and over and over, and then model their behavior and see what part of it you can make your own. Might not be 100% fit, but certainly you can borrow a lot from other folks and try it on for size. And then think about this like, okay, am I taking flyers, or is this really a set business plan? Where do my profit margins come from? Why am I trying to day trade one thing and long term, trade something else? Anyway, just food for thought. If you like this video, check this one out here.